Welcome to Franchise Empires. Is there any actual tie-in with the physical stores, or is it separate? And by that, I mean, like, someone happens to be shopping at an Ace Hardware store and they request that maybe, I don't know, maybe they ask someone at like the front desk there or, the parts counter, whatever you call it, about actually installations. Do you guys get tagged in at that point?
Yeah, so we worked really hard to make sure we were well established and we felt confident in what we were doing and what our employees were doing before approaching an Ace Hardware store. The Ace Hardware stores have been around. They established a name. We wanted to make sure that we could be confident enough to go to these stores and be like, listen, we can help you guys out. We can do great work. We do what we can to help the stores as well and to help their customers. The stores right now love that they have customers that come in and do you know anyone that could do this? Do you know anyone that can do that? And the stores give them our card. We have our cards in all the stores. And and one of the things that we do on our side that we also tell the stores, if we can't, because of licensure, because of permits, because of whatever reason, if we can't do it, we do enough, Artem and I do enough networking to have built relationships with great referral partners. So we could always send customers to someone that we know and trust and that will take great care of them instead of them having to search Googles or Yellow Pages or find someone that they don't know how they might be. We try to cut that work out and we try to maintain the same level of customer service that is maintained in the Ace Hardware stores. There was one time that Artem and I had worked an overnight job. We went to an Ace Hardware store to pick up some materials right before leading to the overnight job. And we found out that Ace Hardware store was doing their grand opening the next morning at 9 a.m. And what did Artem and I do? We worked all night till 8 a.m. We slept 45 minutes, went to Target to buy a clean pair of jeans, and we stopped by the office for an extra t-shirt. And we were at that grand opening for 4 hours, helping the Ace Hardware launch their store and trying to be part of the community.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm sure the operator there couldn't have been more appreciative. No, that's fantastic. I mean, that's kind of like just things you can't teach, but you hope maybe an operator and a small business owner would do. Obviously, right, it helps you guys out to build some goodwill, but even it's just a good thing to do to support someone else like that, especially given you guys are like really on the same team, part of the same brand. It's amazing. It sounds like you both, just between Google reviews and, Artem was speaking before about the intent behind really wanting all of Raleigh, part of it being that if you're using, say, a real estate broker as like a referral source, right? You don't want to have to complicate things by saying, oh, we can only get your leads in these zip codes or however it might shake out. Do you guys have if there's other people looking at home services franchises, which there's so many, from gutter cleaning to lawn mowing to, we just had a power washing CEO, Aaron Harper, on our show who, in the most recent episode, and he's up to some cool things. But do you guys have let's say 3 high level lead sources that you go to, like Google, maybe I'm assuming Google's one of them, and then maybe is it real estate brokers? But I guess what are some of the things folks should focus on in this business to really just get business their way? Because that seems to be a lot of the game, right? It's just getting those at bats with potential customers.
It's Google is huge, right? Google, Yelp, whatever your search engine of choice. Like Yelp has their audience and their market share. Google has their market share, right? But making sure that people find you, that you're well rated, which all starts with a customer-centric approach. You got to make sure that customers are left 5-star satisfied so they can leave you a review and tell their friends, right? That's huge. Now, the number of reviews we have where the customers have said, scheduled me the day of, got it done cheaper than anticipated, couldn't be any happier, 4 out of 5. I got nothing for those customers. We did everything we could. They're never going to be a 5-star customer. So Google is one. Referral partners and trades are another phenomenal lead source for us. And then I guess the third one would be talking to people like you who knows everybody who owns Raleigh franchises and then getting those introductions after a podcast. Like those are another great avenue.
The other thing is and we've really tried to build a relationship with other services, even other handyman services, right? There is so much work to go around to look at all these other places as competitors does you a disservice, right? We have one of the handyman companies over here. They've had customers that, were in a pinch and needed to get something done quick. They're like, we cannot get to them before next week. Can you help our customer out? And it's like, absolutely. We will help you and your customer out. And vice versa. We do the same with them. They're like, we're packed. We have a customer that needs help. Do you guys have availability? And there is just so much work to go around. Building those relationships with everyone in the services is incredible. Like I said, there's no competition. If we could all work together, we would do 10 times better than we are.
It's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's a growing market like in Raleigh, so you kind of definitely have some tailwinds there. But I actually started my career in the HVAC world, and it was the same thing, especially in summertime here in the Northeast where it gets hot. I mean, the contractors just booked out weeks and weeks and weeks, but then someone's air conditioning breaks and they're like, I can't get to them. So there almost is some, there can be that difference, big difference in disparity between supply and demand in the market. So that's great that you guys are kind of playing friendly with each other.